to Faith Small Award winner, Ric Walton. Hi, Ric.
Hey, Bart.
Congratulations. Most recently, just in the last month, Ric got the Faith Small Award of Humanitarian Service and everything from Spring Arbor. That was awesome.
Not a big deal.
I was curious, have you ever done a commencement address at a school?
No, I haven't, and I'd like to do it.
Yeah.
Do you think I could do okay?
I think you'd do a great job.
Yeah, I mean, I really like to challenge those kids and talk about opportunities and talk about, life, kind of like I spoke that night. I'd like to talk to every kid. It's just, I'm just so afraid in this world of what's going on and what these kids are, faced with, if you want to call it that. And it's just, I don't know. I mean, I'm real concerned about that because I want every child to grow up and be able to live their dream and to think it's possible and to enjoy their life. I really do. But it doesn't mean that you wave that magic wand and it happens. It takes lots of work and it takes a falling down. I know you've always had success in everything you've done. You never had to worry about anything. No, I mean, you did, and we all have. I mean, it's part of life. It just drives you crazy when you think about, I mean, being in business, everybody thinks it's such an easy thing to do, and I know the years that you've struggled, and trust me, we all have, and what out there in any business. And the problems you have, every day, if you're in a position of business, there is a problem, and you hope it's that big of a problem versus that big of a problem. Yeah. I mean, but every day, you do that, and it's just, there are some rewards, there's no question about it, but there's an awful lot of issues that strike you, and hopefully you can be that type of person. My son-in-law, who works with me and is doing a good job, he says, "How have you done this all these years? You've got these things come to you all the time about this." And as I always say, I'm a good problem solver, but you get tired after a while, and what is it today? Or you see somebody, well, I said it today to somebody, because they were by my office. I said, "Oh, what's the matter?" I thought, she's coming to say something to me. We got an issue on something like that. So I mean, it's just tough.
I saw your brother-in-law, Dave Turk.
Oh, you saw, yeah.
Yeah, he was at a Little League game, and he was sleeping at it.
He was?
Yeah.
He's
just sitting there watching the kids play ball and sleeping. Yeah.
Well, some of those games will do that to you, especially Little League baseball. I remember watching some of those games there, and it's kind of like throw the ball across the plate or get somebody out so we can get out of the inning or something like that. I mean, I did that for a while too. I umpired when they were throwing that. And the worst thing about doing that was the parents.
Oh, I know. I did it once. I got yelled at. I quit.
Well, exactly. Yeah. And I honestly I embarrassed the guy so bad because him and his dad were sitting there talking. And I'm the umpire, and I'm just coming from work and doing it. Nobody wants to do it. And you're not the best in the world. And sometimes you call a strike when maybe it wasn't quite a strike, but you're never going to get the game over with if you don't or whatever. And
you're calling strikes to wrap the game up soon.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, it's just
3 up, 3 down.
I'll never forget that. I walked over to these two guys.
Who was it?
Yeah, sometimes I'd like to, but I walked right up to them, and they said, "I'll tell you what." In fact, one guy, an attorney there, he said, "You can throw those guys out and tell them to get out of here because that's part of the Little League rules or something like that." And that's a problem right now. You can't get people right now to ref on a soccer team. People don't want the hassles they get from the crowd. They don't want to do it. They were getting paid $20 or whatever they're getting paid.
It's not worth it.
And it's not worth it to them. But I looked right at those guys, and they looked right down because they know I was ticked off. I said, "Hey, you guys want to do this? Here's a bunch of 6- and 7-year-old kids out here. I'm going to change their life, and here, you do it, And they looked down like they wouldn't look at me. I said, "I don't want to hear that from you again." I'll never forget that. But nobody wanted to do it, and I didn't necessarily want to do it. But then you're trying to do what's best. But it's easy to be critical in this world. People like to be critical. I don't know if you know that.
I heard.
Yeah.
Big weekend, a lot of events.
Oh my gosh.
What are you going to get to some of them?
Well, maybe I don't know about them all, but I know about the art,
Art,
beer and wine. We're going to go to that. That's our intention. We've always enjoyed going to that. I mean, they have done a terrific job with that, just a terrific job with that. I mean, it's a great, I would think even people that don't live in the area would watch. It's kind of like you talk about the Ann Arbor Art Festival and stuff, which is pretty cool. But I like this one as good or better. Only it's a little more quaint, obviously, and
Yeah.
it's just kind of a cool thing. It's a nice feeling. They've got some food there, which is good, and they've got some artists, and it's got a variety of stuff. That's nice. It's nice.
It does attract people from a long ways away.
Really?
They do,
Well,
yeah.
well, you mean the artists in
Well,
it,
no,
too.
the guests.
Oh, they do?
Yeah,
You
they
get a lot of
do,
people?
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I wondered about because there's a lot of people. It's a fun day, and hopefully tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be pretty decent weather, right?
It's going to be beautiful, yeah.
So it won't be too hot or anything else. So it'll be good.
It's
I think
just
too.
perfect. Yeah, it's just going to be perfect.
So yeah, we're going to do that. What other events are really going on?
Well, we've got of course, you're not the runner, but the
Right.
Rose Run on Saturday morning. We've got the Blues Fest today,
Oh,
tomorrow.
Blues Fest.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's always fun too. I forgot about that. So that starts today.
Yep.
I mean, it's just kind of fun to go out and hear those people, and I love things like that. I really do. I mean, I love to hear musicians that are beyond. I mean, they're probably we have people out there that are as talented as some of the most talented, supposedly most talented people on the big stage, in the world out there. People don't realize the talent you have locally, whether it's blues or rock or whatever, type stuff.
Yeah, people like Herbie Russ.
Herbie Russ?
National X will be.
He'll be here?
Yeah, he'll be there.
Really?
That's the word. And we've got the Carp Carnival.
Look, I did it one time. I haven't done it since. I like that type of thing too. You go out there and see a bunch of people.
I've only been once.
Yeah.
And they haven't had the last 2 years.
I wonder how many carp do they get out of there when they do that?
I don't think there's carp anymore.
You don't really?
I don't. I think they do a fishing contest, but carp, I don't think there's carp anymore. Are there carp anymore? Noah will know because he's...
No. Find out, let us know. I mean, I would really like to know that because...
There's still carp. Okay, I guess there's
Are
still
there?
carp.
Are there a lot of carp?
Not a lot of carp.
But there are certain lakes in this community that have carp.
Yeah.
I don't know what the natural thing is about it, that why do those lakes have carp where some of the other lakes you hardly ever see a carp?
I don't know. I don't understand fish
I don't understand
at all.
either.
No.
I know as a kid, we would go out to a couple of different lakes and we'd go back into a couple of swamps. I can't believe they did this. Some places that are, off the beaten track and in there, and we'd get in that water. There's snakes in there too every once in a while. You see them or
there's
whatever.
so many lowlands in the Jackson County.
We take spear guns. We thought that that was fun. As a kid, we'd do that and go back in there swimming around with our spear guns trying to shoot carp. Ride our bike somewhere.
I also saw your sister, and she said, "Would you please, when you have Rick on, refer to her as Rick's much younger sister, Becky."
Oh, Becky.
Becky. Yeah.
She is my younger sister.
She said much younger sister.
Right.
Okay.
I'm much smarter. No. Yeah, I have a younger sister and I have an older sister.
Right. You're the middle. You're the middle
The
child.
middle child.
Yeah.
Middle child always has all the issues. You must have been a middle child. You got a lot of issues, right?
No.
What were you?
I'm the oldest. I was the oldest child.
You were the
The
oldest?
spoiled, and yeah.
Well, I think the youngest in my case, in my sister's case, who's 7.5 years younger than me. Here's the problem. My older sister and I broke in mom and dad.
Yeah, that's right.
They did.
Yeah.
And once they got to her, I couldn't believe the things they did. We never did the things that they did with my younger sister for me and my older sister.
Get away with murder.
They do. And they traveled more. They did more things. I mean,
But there's no pictures of them.
There's a lot more pictures. I mean, I just can't get it. I just don't get it, I should have said. How did that happen?
Well, I wish we had more time to talk about the Walton family growing up years, but we are out of time.
No way.
Yes.
Maybe we'll talk politics next week or something. We'll get
Oh,
everybody
yeah,
all stirred
that's
up.
great. That's it. We're out of time. Thanks to Rick and everybody with us here today. Rick, you'll be seeing around town at all the events. Monday, join us. We've got Mayor